Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the M44, the Tier 6 American SPG, and we're on the southwest spawn of Arctic region, or Mannerheim line, whichever one you want to call it, and it's under the command of Talon 1958. Now this beautiful M44 with rusty skin on it is into action. 155mm gun mounted in a swivel turret, as you can see there, a swivel mount, a swivel turret actually, and Talon's taking it quite a long way forward towards the ice road on the south side of the map. In fact, I think he's going to go into the dip down below and fire from there. This is a very advanced position. Okay, almost ready. Okay, now he's aiming for the enemy. And one's turned up straight away, and it's a Burt. It's an FV304, the Tier 6 British SPG. Flies around in and gets a kill shot straight away. 65 hit points. He's taken out one of the enemy Arty. That was a really good shot. He was badly damaged, but it was so hastily set up. A good snapshot can prove extremely effective. And it does demoralise the enemy that they've suddenly lost one of their tanks very, very quickly. Okay, he's looking around for a target to fire at, and the only one he's found so far is an M5A1 Stuart up in the north. Fires around in, unfortunately it's going to miss. Yep. The Stuart's pulling back though. I think he realised, yep, he's a target for Arty, so he's obviously going to try and get into cover. Type 64 making its way south quickly. We've got a red line, so yep, that hill's in the way. Okay, going back to the ridge line. There's a Valentine making his way up to that lookout. Fired around in. We don't know if it did anything, but we've got a looks now. Tier 4 light tank. We are top tier in this game, by the way. It is a Tier 6 game. And we've got another red line on that Type 64, so we can't fire, and that bunker's in the way. It's so close to the target. Okay, well, there was a tank there, a P2640. We've lost sight of him, and we hit him! The shell definitely hit the target, so there was no explosion. Okay, we've got a Leopard. He's managed to get very, very close. And he's now engaging that IKV, or is he? No, and we've got a red line, so we can't shoot. Okay, further back, we've got that M5A1 Stuart. He's made his way up, and there's the Churchill 3. They both seem to be engaging a KV1. We fired around at the Stuart, and here's Splash. 98 just behind him, tracked him. He's stationary, and he's killed by the KV1. Now we're going after the Churchill 3. Now we can really help that KV1 if we can take down the hit points of this vehicle. And that was a near miss. RNG said no and didn't put the shell on target this time, but we've lost the KV1, I'm afraid. He was killed by the Stuart, funnily enough. There's two Stuarts up there, that's why I was confused. We killed the other, or rather the KV1 killed one Stuart, and there's another Stuart there. He got a lovely hit there into the side of the Matilda, and he's tracked him. Those tanks were really difficult to repair the tracks on because of those covers in the sides of the vehicle. And the Matilda's killed by a Panzer IV-H. Okay, Churchill 3. Soviet version, the premium one, and he's firing down into the dip, or is he firing? I think he's firing at a T80, and that shell goes long. There's the M5 Stuart, that's the Chinese version. Lining him up for shots. Round out. Yes! That one wiped him out, took him out completely. Now, we're almost loaded, going for the Churchill 3. He's knocked the tree down, so we know where he is. We're loaded. Round out. Yep, just long unfortunately didn't do anything to the church, and it must have gone straight over the top of his tank. Switching over to the other side of the map, we see a Valentine, and then a little closer we've got an M4A3 EZ2, the Super Jumbo. And unfortunately just killed an IKV-103, but we got a hit into him, 235, and we tracked him. And he just got derped by an M4. Ready for another shot. That up. And a kill shot. 141. Our M4 is very happy. So we're doing well here. There's only 3 enemy tanks left. We've got that Valentine. And then there's a Bishop. And I think the third one is an M8A1. Yes, it is an M8A1. And so Talon's decided to move a little closer to the enemy. Well, the Valentine's being surrounded. The M4 on one side, the Lux the other. He's not going to last very long. In fact, yep, he's gone. So only 2 enemy left now, an M8A1 and the Bishop. Well, once we get round the corner, we won't have to charge after our teammates, because we can sit at the entrance to this gap here and fire at the enemy from distance. Well, the Lux is shooting ahead. There's the Bishop. It's been seen. Okay, dialing in. We want this counter battery. If we can kill that Bishop. Tier 5 British SPG. Oh, he's receiving fire. Oh, we got him! And it's an ammo rack. So that's a counter battery. He got two Artys. There was only 2 Artys on the enemy team. Now, only 1 enemy left, the M8A1, but he could be hiding in the corner of the map, up near that bunker. Okay, we've decided to cap with the M4, which is a good idea because it puts pressure on the M8A1 to come back. People who turn around and say, oh no, you should never cap. No, I'm sorry, but you're wrong. The whole point of this game is to win. Well, he's not in the corner because our Panzer IV-H went up there and the M4 found the M8A1 and killed him. So let's have a look at the end of battle stats. And it's third class tanker for Talon 1958 in the M44. He also managed to pick up a demolition expert. Sorry, excuse me. For blowing up that Bishop. A fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He got 4 exactly. A counter battery for taking out 2 of the enemy Arty. Or in fact, all of the enemy Arty. There were only 2. The FV304 and the Bishop. And he also got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits in total. He got 13. But he also got a high caliber. He dealt the most damage in the battle. At least 20% of the enemy hit points. And an amount over 1,000 in total. And a win 8 for that battle was 2767. Let's have a look at the team score. There it is, right at the top of the table, 1,312 hit points of damage. Talon 1958 managed to get a high caliber. The next highest scorer was the Type 64 on the enemy team with 1,182. When it came to kills, again, he's top of the table with 4. The next highest scorer was the M4, who only had 3. And when it came to base XP, he had 683. And the Panzer IV-H managed 592. And then the M4 came in with 588. He fired 14 rounds, got 7 direct hits, 7 penetration and 2 splash, damage of 1,312 hit points, of which 936 were at more than 300 meters. He damaged 80 the enemy but killed 4, and also did damage assistance of 179 hit points and stun assistance of 179 hit points of 5 stuns. He also managed to get 21 capture points in the cap, but of course they didn't cap out because the M4 found the last enemy. On a premium account, he earned 30,954 credits, and after ammunition resupply and the ammo is fairly cheap, he received 23,884 credits to take away. He got 1 bond for the high caliber, 1024 XP times 2 for the first victory, 513 for completing the mission, so he took away 2,562 experience points altogether. So a nice little round there by Talon 1958. Congratulations on the counter battery and high caliber. If you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.